Hai semuanya, gue Zeno. Balik lagi kita bakalan lanjutin game Saint Kotar. Di episode sebelumnya kita tiba-tiba mendadak ke daerah lain gitu. Gue nggak tahu kenapa nggak ada bridgingannya. Ya mudah-mudahan di game kali ini lebih seru lagi soalnya kita main di area baru yang belum pernah kita datengin sebelumnya. Gimana nasib mereka berdua? Kita lanjutin game aja ya. Yuk.
If nothing is blocking the mechanism above, I might be able to pull the chain, and by doing so, the other side would climb up. I just need to find a way to pull it down first. It's out of reach at the moment. It's a composite of recently dead bodies, amputated limbs, and crushed skulls.
Bertahan ya Benedek, gue pengen ngecek yang lain dulu.
Minced flesh and bones. One could not see the difference from pig meat.
Lu bisa lihat dari situ aja ya.
The stench is unbearable. Everything on this pile is in its last stages of decay. The cross to which I was tied. The watchman did a sloppy job of crucifying me.
Ternyata dia juga tadinya disalib juga, cuman yang algojonya itu ceroboh.
It's full of blood, skin, and flesh. They must be using it to transport what remains of the inmates from above.
Yang ini udah belum ya?
Badly disfigured bodies. Young, old, the elderly. It doesn't matter to the asylum. There it is. Seems like a long enough leg bone that it should allow me to reach the chain.
Coba ke sini. Oh, backbone-nya diambil.
Murky and lifeless. To some degree, even foreboding. This is not the boat used to transfer us to the island. This one is much smaller and doesn't have chains. Once we got in, the watchman whistled, and someone from above lowered it into the water. It's impossible to get out unless the steel thing is out of the way. He has no eyes, and a good part of his flesh was eaten. Left here as food. She's been dead for some time. Her head was shaved, and her breasts amputated.
Waduh. Kita selamatkan Benedek.
No way. Benedek! Alright, it's time for another push. This time with some real force. You are not yet to be crucified. Nightmares again?
I was Ulrich, the man whose portrait I saw in the courtroom of the castle. I torched heretics and was cursed by a witch in chains. It was horrible because I know there's some truth to the curse. Father made sure I would remember it. Where am I?
Consider yourself blessed. You fainted after the first whip on that boat.
Now that you mention it, I'm starting to feel the lacerations.
Hold tight. I have to untie you.
Jadi ternyata mereka tuh pas nyampe langsung dicambuk gitu loh. Si Benedek pingsan, ya gitu deh. Dia mimpi jadi si Ulrich.
Nikolay, what are you waiting for?
Quiet. He'll hear us. Now go on, get up. We have to hurry.
Where are we?
Looks like a mass graveyard to me.
Wait a minute. I have nothing in my pocket. My Bible. Everything.
Yes, they took everything we had on us.
We have to get my Bible back, Nikolay.
And we will. Calm down. Let's concentrate now on finding that priest.
If I remember correctly, the graveyard should be directly below the section marked with the X.
Indeed. We have to get up there.
How?
That chain and plate could be of help. Careful how you move. I don't know where the watchman is. After leaving us on the cross, he receded into the dark.
Let's hurry up then.
Serius nggak ada barang apapun? Iya. Kan gue banyak bawa barang ya. Itu kecil ya.
If nothing is blocking, I just need...
Gimana kita? Ada opsi. Nih.
It's full of blood, skin.
Bukan. Ini bisa. Kesana nggak bisa.
The cross to which I was...
Eh? Ngapain ya? Yang kita punya cuma ini sih. Coba deh. Bisa kah?
It worked.
Oh, good. The mechanism isn't blocked from above. Now all you have to do, sit inside the plate.
You sit in there. It's full of blood and flesh. I'll climb up using the chain.
We have no time for this, Benedek. Hop in. I'll pull you up. You're too weak for anything else.
It's all because of my back. Whenever you're ready.
Oke, kita tarik dia ke atas.
Once inside, find a mechanism or anything that could take me up with the same thing.
Now wait.
Wah.
I'll find a way to lift the plate up. I think.
Siapa ini?
It's our only way out of here.
Di sini pintu semua. Ada yang nggak bisa dimasukin.
It looks different from the rest of the doors here.
Hey, little man. Want me to get that friend of yours up here? I wouldn't advise it. I wouldn't advise it.
He's not my friend, but I need him here. So, sure, yes. But how would you do it?
They don't know about my little secret. I'm Marco. Wait here.
Oke. Oh, langsung.
How did you do it?
I did it! I did it! My door remains closed. Closed, yes. New inmates, the two of you?
I hope not. How did you pull the chain up?
My little secret. Don't tell anyone. Promise.
We promise.
I made a hole in the wall. I dug and I dug until breaking through to the warden's room, inside his cabinet. Now I can do everything. Open doors, close doors, pull chain, go out, go back.
So why don't you escape then?
No, I gotta make a new hole in the floor and only then escape. God rewards only persistence and hard work. I hate people who don't work. I hate them.
In what part of the asylum are we now?
Secret section. Only very special inmates are held here. I'm very special, I think.
So there are 2 more special inmates here?
The one next to me is empty, I believe. Caped Man never goes in since the last inmate was thrown into the hole. There is a man behind the last door, but I don't know. He may be dead. Caped Man didn't go in there today.
You ever talk to the gravekeeper?
Never even saw him. He's always down in the hole. My people say he was killed, but I don't know. I don't know.
Your people?
Cellmates. Only 2 come to visit us. The Caped Man and the Food Man.
The Caped Man?
He inflicts the pain. Cruel, evil, strong. I hate him. When the time comes, he is the last one you'll see in life. Not me. I will get out of here. Go see my Boyana, and then I can die. She will be the last one I see.
Food Man brings you food, I guess.
Yummy! Delicious food from the hole.
This is insane.
You eat or die. You can't choose. Time passes, and you get used to it.
Do you know who Yakov Prenger is?
How could I not? Former priest, yes?
Have you ever seen him in the asylum?
Only Caped Man and Food Man. No one else. Not even my cellmates.
Ini dulu deh.
You said you can open doors. Could you open the door of the cell the Caped Man visited last?
Wait here. The watchman took your stuff from you, didn't he?
He did?
Good, good. Wait. Take your stuff back, little men.
Baik banget ya.
We really appreciate this.
You gave me my Bible back. God bless you.
I'm not sure it's everything, but it's something. Just go now.
Cek dulu atau?
Can you open the warden's room from there? I want to take a look.
No key, not possible. You need the key to open the door. I can't do it.
Can we go through the hole in your cell? Can you let us in?
Little man, my cell is my cell.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Ya, di momen ini gue baru nyadar pas ngedit. Ternyata itu warden room dan gue punya kuncinya.
The warden's room.
Akhirnya gue reload gamenya untuk masuk ke ruangan ini doang. Jadi sorry kalau misalkan videonya agak kepotong-potong ya.
I wouldn't touch that door.
Why?
It's the gate that kept you.
The warden's room.
I saw the key, yes, but I didn't know it was his. Just don't get caught, little man.
The warden's room.
Ada apa di sini?
When a man looks through the window of faith with the eyes of God, to him everything is beautiful and everyone is the same. From up here I can see a big part of the lake, and in the far distance, against the menacing Udav mountain, the dormant town of Sveti Kotar. There's a lot of information in these documents. They appear to be some sort of official medical archive or something. Josip was brought to us this morning. He was a devoted Catholic, never hurt a fly, never yelled at anyone. Perfect for our cause. Almost perfect. I laid him on the ground, tying him up in the process, and ripped out his tongue and vocal cords. As such, he was ready to be transported. The couple who took him were nice. We chanted together, sacrificed the man, and split between us his remains. He is now a slave of Kasag in the kingdom of Ahrizat. He is now perfect.
Banyak nih ya.
A nameless woman came in. She was too young and too healthy to be sacrificed. Pray as this is rare and precious. In the upcoming decades, she will be put to good use. Fresh meat and blood will be coming out of her womb, replenishing our needs and strengthening the moon. An elderly man and woman. They were too old to be transported back to land. I took care of them. I was surprised by how much pain they could endure. Dissecting them alive was a pleasure, as I learned more about these people. Their veins had diluted blood, and their brains were mushy. Was it because they were Catholic, or due to old age? Before I could break their spirits, their hearts stopped. I tried attaching their bowels together as one. I was curious if this would work. Their agony is like music to our ears. The watchman then took them away. It was time well spent. For the love of God, no. I've had enough of these monstrosities. This could be Khatur's diary. No words, only dates with numbers next to them. The numbers could represent executed or banished persons on these dates. As an outsider, I can only guess and pray for their souls. Some medical manuals in Latin. They all appear to be related to the anatomy of human bodies.
Ada apa di sini?
It's locked.
Nggak ada kunci lagi. Gimana ya?
It's locked.
Ada apakah di sini?
There's a man on the floor.
Get inside.
We are too late. This man is dead.
He has no intestines.
Because of the rats who ate them while being trapped under that bucket. Let's leave him.
How did you get out of the basement?
What?
You finally found a way out.
I think I recognize you. Is that really? Oh my God, it is you. I've hoped so much to find you here with all my heart, but wouldn't dare believe.
This is your father? Your real father, Joseph?
You left your sister alone down there. That which could find her.
What? Where? Where is Victoria?
Easy, Father. Calm down now.
Your mother. The Bible. What I did. It's all my fault. I kept you locked in that basement for too long. I'm so sorry, son.
Don't think about anything. Try to calm down now.
He's losing it.
I kept you. Please. Water. Water.
Quickly, try to find some water. I'll stay here with him.
I'll try. You do your best to make him talk before it's too late. You hear me? It's the bucket the torturer used to keep the rats on Yosef's abdomen. Hygiene is not a priority at the moment. Just the water. I'm taking it.
Gue nyari air. Apa gue nggak yang nanya-nanya aja sih?
Victoria's father. Seeing him like this makes me think. If it wasn't for him and that letter he sent, we wouldn't be in this nightmare. This is his punishment. He got what he deserved. From above, for the feces to fall. From below, for the rats to climb up.
Oke. Kita ambil air dulu. Minta tolong lagi kita.
Little man's friend, what can I do for you?
Do you have some water in the cell?
I drank all I had. Why?
Death wish from your cellmate.
So, he's still alive. Unexpected. Remarkable. Water is given only once a week. It's hard to stay alive without it. It's hard. I had to create an automated circle of renewal. That is, whenever I take a leak, I do not use the hole for feces, no. I do it in a small bowl that I hide inside the hole. They must not find it, or else I'm dead. I want to help the poor man with his death wish. Take my urine.
Apa ya? Biarin aja
I
lah.
doubt that dying man will notice the difference anyway. Pour the urine in my bucket.
Excellent choice. Prepare the bucket for the transfer. I'll get the bowl.
Tumpah.
God bless that man for a peaceful rest.
Thank you for doing this. I've managed to get him something to drink.
Father doesn't need it anymore.
I'm sorry. Have you asked him
True faith is having faith in others, Benedek. All I ever did, I did for the family, Benedek.
Listen to me. Did he tell you anything about Victoria?
Look closely enough and you will find God in people, Benedek.
How did he end up in the asylum?
Have faith in people and you will find God, Benedek.
Have you asked him about that priest, Yakov?
No,
He could be in some other cell, still alive.
he's not.
For God's sake, would you snap out of this self-pitying state and start answering my questions? You'll have us both killed. Listen to me.
Seeing God in people. What did he mean by that?
Did he tell you anything meaningful? Anything at all?
Father said a lot of things, but they all sound like nonsense. Mumblings of a dying man in agony.
Anything about Victoria? About Yakov? We must find that man.
Yakov lies dead in front of us, Nikolay. Yakov was my father. He changed his name after arriving in this town.
Your father was Yakov Prenger?
He lied about having been sent by the Vatican. I need time to absorb and process all the things he said. Help me with his body. I can't leave it here. He will be eaten by rats or tossed in the piles below. I can't leave him.
It's impossible. You know that.
But
You must leave him here, Benedek.
I finally found him only to lose him again. This time forever.
Say a prayer, and then let's get out of here as quickly as possible before someone arrives. I'll follow you.
Rest in peace, Father.
Ready to go?
I am. The lifeless body of my father. I found him, only to lose him once again. This time. It's a bottomless pit used to discard feces, or what remains of the inmates once their souls leave this cruel world.
Ya, harus ngobrol lagi.
Can you move us down now?
God bless that man for a peaceful rest. He has suffered for far too long. Far too long.
He surely did. Maybe I should take his body after all. I can't leave it here.
You can't. You can't do that, little man. You would get caught, and then you would share his same fate. You must leave. Once you hear the chain, jump onto the plate. I'll open the cage of the lake too. Just beware of the watchman. He's always lurking.
What about you? Are you sure you don't want to come with us?
I want to use my own hole, not the one everyone else uses. My hole is my hole.
Good luck, Marco.
God bless you.
Thank you, Marco.
And I've almost forgot. The bucket with your drink. I'm leaving it here on the wall.
Thank you.
I don't think I can leave his body in this place.
No, brother. We must leave. And you must let him go. Joseph died years ago. This person is not your father.
I wouldn't be standing here if that was the truth, but now I understand why he chose this town. Why he chose to leave his family. You're right. It's my time to leave him. Come. I know where we must go.
Tell me what happened in that cell. Did he say anything that made sense?
I don't know. He was losing himself. Blamed me for...
Benedek, we left the island and I kept quiet. It's not much, but I gave you the time to grieve and think. Your father is dead. Gone. Thinking about him and pitying yourself now will only send your sister his way. We have to act. What did he say to you?
I was trying to say... He was blabbering, but some things made sense to me. In a strange kind of way.
What do you mean?
Father insisted that he must do the things he already did.
More specifically?
Passed the family's Bible to his next of kin. The last male child of the Dohnani family. Me. Then he said he needs to go to Sveti Kotar to save his bloodline from the curse of Jadwiga Mazrak.
Nonsense. Did he say anything about Victoria?
It's all so strange and frightening. I dreamed
Batal lagi.
Jadwiga was in my dream, and I was Ulrich de Inani,
Who's Ulrich?
our ancestor.
All right. You should let him stay dead and focus on the present and Victoria.
Joseph kept mentioning the basement, about how did I manage to get out, and why did I leave Victoria there. He blamed me for leaving her alone.
What basement?
We spent all of our youth in the cold part of our house. In those dark times, we laughed together. We cried together. And we got beaten together. It's how we found God.
Would you leave the past behind already? And forget about God for a moment. Wake up! We need to find her.
The past could be the key to find Victoria.
How?
I'm not sure yet.
Before leaving the island, you said you knew where to go. Nothing you say now has meaning. We hit a dead end. We went onto that island, and I was whipped, tortured, and had to confess. For what?
That is not the truth. Listen. We have to find that basement he kept mentioning.
You mean go back to your childhood home in Gior?
Not exactly. If we find that basement, we might be able to save Victoria and put an end to my bloodline's curse.
So, you swallowed everything that came out of your father's mouth.
There were times I've asked myself if the curse was just a sham to keep us obedient. But the curse exists. I'm now more certain than ever before.
Are you sure because of the dream you had, or because your father told you so? Both are absurd notions.
Because of everything we've been through since arriving in Sveti Kotar. It all makes sense now.
How, exactly? Explain it to me. Push away this cloud of mist around my thoughts.
I need help to do that. We have to go back to where it all started yesterday.
Back to that damned house. Why would you want to do that?
Not the house. We have to visit the neighbor, the old woman, Vera Karzam.
Why?
Father kept repeating that she's my mother. He left his family, but he didn't forget my mother's name. I quote, "Your mother Vera She's an angel. Only she can save your sister from the basement. Mother can help you save her and put an end to our bloodline's curse. Kill the witch, destroy Sekvra.
So this was your plan.
Do you have any better leads? Ideas? Anything?
If that is the truth, and that elderly woman... Wait, you think she's keeping Victoria in her basement? You think she's the witch?
I doubt it. I didn't sense anything evil in that woman. But the way my father...
It actually makes sense. She might be the source of evil, not Nadman. Right under our noses the whole time, we searched for Victoria all over this accursed valley, only to find her where it all started.
I don't think we'll find her. I think my father gave us something, but don't expect a miracle. Victoria is no longer.
Gimana ya? Langsung aja kali ya. Kayaknya nggak ada yang kita lakuin di kota. Ya, langsung deh.
Let's go straight to the old woman.
Emang sebelumnya kita bisa ngecek ya? Oh,
Who could have done this?
I don't know. We should stay away.
pintunya juga tutup.
There are small gaps between the planks, but I can't see anything inside.
Absolute darkness.
Nah, pintu yang di sini nih.
Someone went through a lot of pain to protect it from intruders.
It's almost as if the thorny plant is growing from the door itself.
I see only twigs, branches, and a couple of sheaves of a strange yellow root.
What is that yellow thing in there?
Rumahnya makin kacau. Nggak ada orang. Ini tuh gue lupa lambang yang sama, simbol yang
The
sama.
4 letters divided by a cross. V, K, J, and P. They surely stand for Vera, Karzam, and Yakov Brengar. My father found true love and happiness in the saddest of places.
Ternyata itu. Kok ada kaca di sini? Kok ada jendela di sini? Coba gue cek-cek lagi.
The Catechism says,
Oh, sama.
I wonder if that is the window of the basement my father was referring to.
Victoria! Are you down there? It's too dark. We should talk to Vera.
Ini orang dua-duanya demen banget teriak di saat yang tenang ya. Kesel gue.
Madam, are you here? I have information about the priest. Your lover.
She's here. I can feel it.
Madam Vera, it's me, Benedek.
We just want to talk.
Nothing.
Open up, or I'll do it.
Would you calm down?
Victoria is in the basement, and we're here standing on the porch knocking like 2 beggars.
We don't know that. It could all be a big misunderstanding, or the hallucinations of a dying man.
I've had enough. I'm go-
Kepencet. Sorry.
Wait!
See if she's still breathing. I'll check the basement and the rest of the house.
Thank God. Vera is still with us. Madam? Wake up.
Ini kita nggak ke dalam.
Are you all right? What happened? You want the chalkboard? Right. Just a moment. Can you hold it? Here. Was outside to feel the tree, fainted after. Why you here? That's Nikolay in the basement. My sister's husband. Nikolay has been led to believe my sister is in your basement. I know, calm down. I disagree with him. Why he thinks she here? We found your lover. In the asylum. He died soon after we arrived. I knew. I felt the tree. The tree told me. I could not accept truth, but I knew. I deserved sadness for his death, but he did not deserve to die. Did he suffer? Yakov was tortured and was in great pain. It's hard to say anything that makes sense now. What do you know about Yakov's life before he came here? He served God as a priest. Nothing else? Church sent him to succeed Pavle Moravica. Pavle, our former priest. Why, you ask? Yakov was definitely a man of few words. Not to me, we were soulmates. He always told me everything. Before his eyes closed, I had a chance to talk to him. He said some things I want to ask you about. Call Nikolay upstairs. Have you convinced yourself that she's not here?
Not yet. The basement is huge, and it has a few locked doors.
You are good soul, but I don't know what he is. He is strange. He won't find anything, but you need ask me, so ask quick while he not here. The name Jadwiga Mazrak, does it mean anything to you? Horror, pain. That evil spirit was in my family. Your family? Mother gave birth to sister in Merzel's house. Sister was possessed at birth by evil spirit of Jadwiga. So the spirit of the witch dwells inside that house. It was there, maybe not anymore. It lived in my sister's body for many years until she died. My sister did not made me blind, voiceless, cursed for solitude. It was Jadwiga. God wanted her to do it. I deserved punishment, and I did not offer resistance. Why would you deserve such a cruel fate? I explore that house, and my mother come look for me. She start give birth to sister there, and father decide we stay until end. She gave birth in that house because of me. Then she and father died because of evil spirit in my sister. I am guilty. I deserve punishment. Yakov said that only you can save my sister from the basement. That is why Nikolay is so obsessed in finding her downstairs. Many basements, catacombs in this valley. How can I know where she is? Yakov said nonsense. I'm not quite sure yet. I think she's lying to me. Do you remember saying that I'm cursed? I know you are. How could you know that? Your voice and soul talk to me. Yakov claimed you can put an end to that, to my bloodline's curse, and that you can help me save Victoria, but I don't know how and where. I know nothing. You are not telling me everything. He said I need to kill the witch and destroy the Sekvra book. You are not telling me everything, Benedek. Why Yakov tell you this? What are you to him?
I found a lamp that worked. The basement's empty. Any luck with the old woman?
Stall, do not make him come upstairs. Not yet, I'm trying. Have you checked the 2 locked doors?
I'm about to now.
What are you to Yakov?
Jujur.
Yakov was my father. His real name was... I don't want to know. I felt it that you are his son. He lied to me and God. He had a family. He came to Sveti Kotar to save us, but failed. My mother died, and probably my sister too. All because of the curse. All because of Jadwiga. Help me to end the suffering. Do you know what he meant by Victoria being in the basement? I think you do. Where can I find this basement? Not a basement, it is underground place. Where do we find it? You must find it, not him. Victoria is in Mountain's womb. Alive is, not dead. Nermin is keeping her. Udav Mountain? How do you know she's still alive? My visions. I saw her chained, terrified by demon screams. Nothing else. She is alive where Saborans lived before Kotar and his expedition murdered the tribe. How do you know all these things? Kasag's prophecy foresees the king of Saborans is coming. That is reason. It is happening right now. If Nermin want become king, he need pray for ritual. He has your sister in only place where ritual must be. Yakov wanted to know things, but he was my love. I could not risk to lose him, so I lied not to know more. It is time now. It is mystery why Nermin chose your sister, but you must save her and you must end curse. You must save people from King Nermin. Nikolay already visited the mountain, but found nothing but a mine there. No one found Saboran settlement after Kotar. Many tried, but no one found. Many died. Centuries-old mystery. Even when I had eyes I never saw, never was there. But I know place where you must look. I know because Jadwiga told me. So where is it? I don't know how you enter, don't know what is entrance. But where is that location? You must tell me, now, the location. Find old Inquisition painting of mountain that Ulrich made. Where do I find the painting? In the Grimalda castle? I've been there already. No, castle is dangerous. Antique store owner has replica in store. Ask Elisabetta and say I sent you. She will help. I helped her. Say so. Ulrich de Inani drew a painting? People say it was him. He was obsessed to find Jadwiga and Sekvra in this valley. He believed but failed to find. He wanted to find Saboran settlement but failed to find, just like Yakov. Lost mind at end because failures and set himself on fire. Poor man. Painting will help to explain where you must go. You must get it. How will the painting help me to find that place? Come back here and I help. I need painting to show. Remember, after you get in Udav, you must find Jadwiga body and torch it. You must not forget. Find it and destroy. It is there, Jadwiga told me. Only way to destroy Jadwiga evil spirit is to incinerate body. And destroy Sekvra. Sekvra can be destroyed only if falls into dark hole of Ahrizat. The kingdom of Ahrizat? Temple of Truth has endless hole. Hole is passage to Ahrizat, eternal darkness and torment. You will not save sister, not anyone. If you do not do that, evil will survive if you fail. Do not forget.
Victoria's not here. Did Vera reveal anything?
God, you scared me. How did you get here?
There's a passage that leads outside the basement and surfaces in the woods. You withered old hag! You saw us on the porch and moved Victoria out! Where is she?
She did not. Calm down. I know where Victoria is.
Where?
I'll tell you everything on our way back to town. Let's leave Vera in peace now. She has to rest. Do you need help before we leave, Madame Vera? Are you sure you're all right? All right. See you soon.
So, after following advice from a shell of a man, we...
Don't talk about him that way.
You are doing your best to find your sister dead. We just shifted from your father's nonsense to his lovers.
Why have you followed me then? I told you what Vera...
Have you seen her? She's a blind, withered old woman knocking on death's door. But I'm going to listen to her only because it proves, finally, that I've been right from the beginning. Victoria is in that mountain. I was right. I'm following you, but I won't get rid of the Sekvra before we find my wife.
By keeping that book, you are putting me in great danger as well, and...
You know the reason. Sekvra may be our leverage to get her to safety. I'm not getting rid of it. End of discussion.
There's something strange about him in this book. It's not only about saving my sister. Thought so. Now what?
We use the power of the voice. Hello?
Ambil lukisannya.
We need something! It's urgent!
Who is it?
Can you open up, please? Vera said to come to you about an important matter.
Ugh. One can never find peace in this town. Come in. Well, don't just stand there. You disrupted my peace. Speak up now.
We wanted to ask you about a painting you might have.
You said Vera sent you. Is this about Ulrich's painting?
Do you have it?
Yes,
May we see it?
maybe. You may even take away that damned painting, but you need to give me something in return.
What do you want in return?
Look around you. I want a rare, special object that no one... I don't know what I want. I'll know when I see it.
What's wrong with the painting?
It shows what should remain hidden. You already know what it is. It's just that you don't know how to find it.
Excuse me.
Oke, kita harus cari barang yang bisa ditukar sama itu lukisan. Ini kayaknya masih sama semuanya harusnya.
I'm no expert, but I'm
Sama.
everything in the...
Demon traps kah? Executioner mask. Coba.
This feels wrong.
Oh. Demon trap? Takutnya gue perlu. Coba crucifixnya. Oh, bisa.
It's a weapon.
And it's not that special or rare in this valley. But I've never had a chance to hold one in my own hands. Give it to me.
Oh, baik, baik, baik.
Yes, it's mine now. It's my turn to inflict pain on God's behalf. Anything else?
The crucifix should be enough.
To take a look at the painting, sure, it is. But if you want to take it with you, you'll have to do better than that.
Nikolay, do you have anything for Elisabetta? I have nothing else.
I might. I have to check.
Apa ya? Dia punya apa ya? Oh, dia kan belum pernah kemari. Itu apaan?
An old map of Europe. The rest of the world is just a vast black ocean. I've never understood the attractiveness of playing the role of a fake general.
Itu terakhir nih.
I would never read these.
Ini apaan nih? Mama
She's been following me since the island. I'm glad she did. I feel safer with her around.
Itu beneran nyata atau enggak sih sebenarnya? Yellow Mass book. Wah, ini nggak mungkin dong. Kayak ritual life deh. Tapi jadinya kita semua nggak ada senjata. Coba Yellow Mass dulu.
Why?
Nanti butuh senjata nggak ya? Kayak gue tadi salah ya.
Nerman wants it, which means I need it.
Oh, oke. Ini.
I need it to protect myself and save my wife.
Oke. Ini nggak mungkin dong.
Have something for me?
Iya ini deh.
I changed my mind. I have nothing to give you.
Ya udahlah. Lihat aja lah. Tuh kan kalau kita jadi si Benedek tuh nggak ngelihat mamahnya, berarti semuanya cuma ada di pikiran dia. Ya udahlah, lihat aja ya.
So it's only the crucifix.
Wait here. Take a look.
Okay.
The moon is so domineering.
The Saborans believe the moon is under Kazak's control. He influences humans and oversees life. But if you ask me, he is a false god, as much as the moon is a false light. Whenever I glance at it from my window, I see the helm, or even better, the crown of evil. The point where Henna River surfaces and flows into the darkness of Carcassa. Now that you had a good look at the painting, what do you want to do with it?
I'm not sure yet.
Great. This seems like another complete waste of...
I think I know the reason. You are not the first person to come looking for it. When looked at upside down and at the right angle, you get to see
It's the accursed symbol. How is this possible?
Why? We couldn't see this the other way around.
You're asking me too much. I know nothing of drawing techniques, or whatever the case is here.
This is a Saboren symbol. We've seen it many times in this valley.
Their most important symbol.
The 3 triangles are the 3 peaks of the mountain.
The dot in between the 2 peaks is the moon. Kasag.
And the line falling from the moon is the light that falls onto the lower peak, which casts a shadow on the location at the foot of the mountain.
What is that location?
A place of beauty and terror. Pepel.
Mostov mentioned the place. It's where the Inquisition carried out the executions.
If you are guilty or not, a Saboren or wrongfully denounced, destiny awaits you in this place. The executioner would bind your hands and feet and tie a weight around your neck. Then he would cast you into the Hennes Spring. If the person was accused of something else other than witchcraft, he would have been torched at the stake immediately.
What would happen to the person cast into the spring?
If the accused sank, they were considered a Saboren, whereas if they floated, indicated witchcraft. In both cases, they were torched alive after the ordeal, like the rest of the accused and their ashes thrown into the river.
History books say differently. Those who sank were considered innocent.
Not in this valley. If they sank, it meant they embraced Henna, the water that bleeds out from the very uterus of the accursed mountain. When here, forget about the rest of the world and their ways of performing anything, including the water ordeal.
The detective said Saborans were executed at the castle in the past.
Not just the Saborans. The Inquisition built a road that descended from the castle directly to Pepel, called by the locals Putlesheva, which stands for the Road of Cadavers.
How can we find that road?
You can't. The forest devoured it centuries ago.
Who else asked you about the painting?
Yakov Prenger.
You helped the priest?
My body and soul paid the price for refusing to help him.
What happened?
I was taken into the asylum back when he was still the warden there. Well, not only the warden, but the executioner as well. He tortured me for months, maybe years, I couldn't say.
I'm sorry for what he did to you.
It's your fault. Why didn't you help the man? He was powerful. You knew what would happen.
I couldn't betray my only true friend, Vera. She's an angel. Vera begged me not to help him because if I did, she knew she would lose him forever. And eventually she did. But her life is a spiral of continuous sadness and sorrow. I just couldn't accept giving her the last stab.
So why is this symbol pointing out to Pepel?
It's pointing to the location you seek to enter the mountain.
The entrance is there?
How did you know we're looking for it?
That's the whole point of this painting.
It's a map.
What map?
The symbol is a map. It shows where the entrance is.
Correct. The symbol is so simple and common, and yet no one has ever realized its true meaning. Ulrich found the entrance and then hid his findings into the drawing.
You mean he found the location of the entrance, but not the entrance itself?
He found the entrance, saw and felt the Saboren's underworld.
Didn't he set himself on fire?
He did.
Maddened by his failure to find what he was looking for.
He didn't lose his mind because he couldn't find it, but because he did. He went in, and when he came back, he was never the same again. Just like our patron saint.
Vera was wrong. Or she lied to us.
She didn't lie.
You can't be so sure about Ulrich. I mean, this happened centuries ago, and no one in town seems to know anything about it. So how do you know?
You take me as one of those fools out there.
No.
Don't question my words. I didn't have to help you at all.
What would be the best way to reach Pepe?
There's just one possible route. Through the Carcasa forest.
No human entered that mountain for centuries, but now we get there and just walk right in?
I never said I knew the entrance. Once there, you have to figure it out on your own.
I believe I've already seen them.
In a strange, maybe even unnatural way, Pepel is shielded by a peculiar rock formation called Tulovegrede. Some people believe these rocks were once the hiding place of Jadwiga Mazrak, and the reason why Ulrich and the Inquisition were unable to find her. You are full of surprises, little priest. When there, find a way to climb over or circumvent them, and you'll see the splendor of the Henna spring pool. I believe I've said enough. It's time for you to leave now.
Why would you want to keep it anyway? You said it's damned.
And what isn't in this valley? You have nothing valuable to exchange it with, so it stays mine. I've gone through a lot of pain to get my hands on it.
Come on, old lady. We know it's just a replica. You don't have to lie to make us want it. And besides, we don't need it.
A replica wouldn't have the symbol hidden in the painting. Ask Bogdan Lang if you don't believe me.
The custodian of the castle? He's dead.
Dear God, what happened?
You heard about the man who fell off the castle roof. That was him.
Oh well, you got me thinking. He was a lowlife anyway. And with him gone, nothing ties me up with the painting's theft anymore.
Good for you. We have to go now. Benedek, shall we?
Iya.
Excuse me.
Good luck. And don't come back.
We have no reason to go back to Vera now.
Are you sure?
She told you the same as Elisabetta. She doesn't know where the entrance is. Why waste precious time?
I don't know. Maybe she lied.
What does God tell you to do?
Di antara pilihan ini ya. Kemana ya kita? Ini kali ya.
I'll decide as we move. Let's go.
Oke. Iya, sementara sampai sini dulu mungkin. Sepertinya udah mulai sedikit-sedikit kebuka semuanya ya. Udah mulai jelas semuanya. Ya, gue nggak tahu apa yang harus gue lakukan habis ini. Nanti gue pikirin lagi sih. Mau ke rumah Vera atau mau langsung ke hutan ya. Tapi kayaknya sih harus ke rumah Vera dulu sih. Terus gue ada satu penasaran sih sama rumah segitiga yang pernah gue temuin itu sebenarnya buat apa. Oke, di selanjutnya mungkin kita bakalan masuk ke hutan dan kita akan menemukan jawabannya mungkin. Tungguin aja. Thank you banget yang udah nonton. Bye bye.